and I will get to know him. I really will. And I'm going into it with an open mind. I won't go any further because with my experience, he'll be here in like 3, 2, you're a second early. Late. No, early. You're a second early, man. Damn
yes,
it.
I am.
Better early than late, right? Oh, hold on. Just give me 1 second. All right, I just want to get my background going. Now, before we start, Hopper, I'm going to ask you a favor if you don't mind.
Sure.
Can you do me a favor and just start talking about something random so people can tell me if there's an echo or not, because I'm not wearing headphones.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
So if you guys, Casey or anybody that wants to come in the chats, if you can just tell me if you hear an echo when he's talking, kind of like Porchman last night. It was a little weird, Hopper. The reason I'm doing this is because there was an echo with Porchman, and I was like, okay, it's my speakers. It's going through my microphone. But when you came up last night, the little bit you were up, there was no echo. So I'm a little confused by that. So maybe it was something with Porchman. That's what I want to find out. So Jordan, anybody, just let me know if there's an echo when he talks. We will get started, and you guys can just let me know if there's an echo as we're doing it. If there is, I'll try to put my headphones on, and we'll go from there. So you said you have a few questions for me, right?
Yeah, man. I didn't get a chance to do that last night because you just dropped me off the panel.
Let me just answer your first question real quick, because I already know what the first one is. Why do I make fun of your eye? Well, because I've been told when your name first came my way that you place judgment on other people and you kind of go after other people.
No,
and
that's false. I mean, first of all, JP,
when I'm making fun of your lazy eye, I am placing judgment upon you, because what I do is I look at individuals that do this, and if I was lied to, just let me finish. When I'm told people are picking on other people, I look at the people that are trying to be these bullies, and I see if they have a right to pick on other people. And if they don't, I point it out. So that's why I was bringing up your imperfection there. So there's the question to that. Now, I will end that with saying I haven't made fun of your lazy eye for 3 months.
You just did last week. I had one of my people contact me, and you were calling me a chameleon. I heard you. I watched a clip of it, JP. Literally. I'm not getting. I guess it's like
I'm just the chameleon part. I'm not really making fun of your eyes.
Listen. Let me have the mic.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, the answer to the first question is because you pick on other people, so you're not perfect. So that's why I bring it up. So if I was lied to, I will let you have your time now.
Okay, now it's my time. Let me talk. Okay, number one. Okay, people come in here and they tell you things. Let's talk about the JoJo thing, for instance. Okay, JoJo came at me one night on my live, and he accused me of something, and I wanted him, and I said, I want you to tell me what I did wrong to you, and he got a 15-second video of something that said that I threw him under the bus about something. Okay, we squashed that behind the scenes. Okay, then somebody made a fake JoJo account and came in here and told you that I was picking on him. You in turn turned around and said that I was bullying JoJo, and you went after me, calling me a cyber bully and all this other shit. But because we couldn't panel up because you refused to talk to me, I tried to come in here and say, hey, let me talk to you. You absolutely refused to do that. So I tried in turn making videos so that hopefully you would watch them and this and that. Now, do I defend myself on here? Absolutely. My way of going at people is making videos, because I have no problem going up on anyone's panel. You can ask anyone on here. I will go at you 100%. I have no problem with that. Now, do I intentionally go after people? No, I don't. I don't intentionally do that to anyone. I don't dox people. You've said that I dox people. No, I don't. I don't intentionally go real life on anyone. Do I know people that do that? Yes, I do. Do I like that being done? No. I've had that done to me and my family. Carter did that to my father last August, where he called my dad. Okay.
Real quick before you continue, is Carter back or is he still shamed away?
I don't know. Carter pops in and out every now and then, but
Okay.
Carter called my father and my stepmother and terrorized the fuck out of them for about a week. So I'm not done with him yet, but that's beside the point. But I want to clear some things up with you. Okay. The whole I thing. Okay. Listen, man, I'm older than you, dude. I'm a husband and a father. That shit don't bother me. Okay, but this whole thing of telling me that you're above me and I couldn't plug your microphone in and all that shit. Dude, look, man, I come on, man. I mean, look, I don't know what your deal is. I mean, I listen. I will tell you one thing. If we could sit here and go back and forth with one another all day long, but I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? If you're going to keep bringing my name up and saying things about me, I'm going to keep doing the same thing to you. But it's going to go that road's going to go a long way down the alley. It's just going to keep doing that. And unless you want to panel up with me, it's pointless for us to even mention one another's names, because you can sit here and say you're above me all you want, but unless you're willing to let me up here to talk, like last night, I said two things to you and you dropped me. So there's really no way for you to say I'm above you or more powerful than you if you're just going to do that, dude. That's kind of like
I say I'm above you and I'm more powerful than you because you're seeking me out to be on my panel and you want my attention, and I can't even remember your name.
I just did that because I'm trying to figure out what it is about me that you're still talking about me for. Like, I haven't, first of all, I've been off the internet for 8 months.
The only thing I say about you is when I call you a gecko. Other than that, I do not say anything about Hopper.
You literally, you were mispronouncing my name and you were calling me a chameleon.
I wasn't doing that on purpose.
Joke about it. I mean, dude, listen,
I wasn't doing that on purpose, Hopper, or I'd be doing it right now.
On purpose. You were getting a nice laugh out of it. You're even smiling about it now. I mean, JP, listen.
No,
I mean,
smiling. I'm smiling because you actually think you're that important to me where I couldn't forget your name.
Well, I must be important to you because I'm important enough to you that where you're saying Harper is the chameleon, and you know they have surgery for that, and you're bringing it up to your people's attention. I mean, listen. What goes on
besides the gecko thing? I don't talk about you.
Well, okay, then why bring me up? I don't talk about you, JP. You're not relevant in my life. I don't know you, bro, at all. And I don't know where you got the thing where I'm a fan of yours. I don't I don't know you.
Be careful what you say here.
Listen, okay, I want to mention the reason why that was a thing. When you were going back and forth with PvP and Amanda when I was beefing with them,
what was the thing?
I asked Sherry if you could come over to my panel to piss them off. And that's where that came up. I didn't tell her that I was a fan of yours. Okay. Just so that you know that.
Pissed at her. She's the one that said Hopper's a big fan.
No.
Don't be pissed at me. Yeah. She messaged me, said Hopper wants you on his panel. He's a big fan of yours. So go be pissed at her, not at yours truly.
No. But just so we know.
You can believe what you want, but she told me you're a fucking fan. So ever since then, I said, Hopper, thanks for being a fan.
No.
I was lied to. I was lied to once again.
Well, I'm just saying.
So don't sit there and don't sit there and put me down, or not put me down. I'm sorry. Don't sit there and get upset at me about calling you a fan and saying you're not a fan when your people are coming to me saying he's a fan. That's all I'll say about that.
I'm just saying I've talked to the person that I talked to, and I'm just saying that all the shit that I heard you say, man, I listened to you. I watched you, man, and I heard what you said. I heard you, JP. And I mean, don't tell me that you didn't talk about me because I heard you. I had 5 people tell me that you were.
What did you hear? Did you hear something, or did you have 5 people coming to you? Listen. One thing we're not going to do is talk over each other. Okay, I'll show you respect. You show me respect. But I just want cool. I just want to know: are you hearing me say certain things, or are you having 5 people come to you saying we're hearing him say certain things?
I got messages on Twitter at 8 o'clock in the morning telling me that JP's tearing me up on his live. And I'm like, why? Why? Why are you doing that? What is making you do that? Is it just because you don't have content, or is it just because you just like being an ass to people? Because if it's that, I mean, I could do the same thing to you, but I don't like for what? I mean, bro, last night, I'm going to be honest with you. If you want content that bad that you let that absolute horrid piece of crap up here, Mark Rydell, dude, I'm telling you, he's not even supposed to be on. If he shows his face on camera, he goes right back to jail. That is awful, letting him up on your panel, period. I would have dropped his fucking ass the second he showed his face on camera. That was fucking terrible, dude. What he did to those two girls, I would have never fucking allowed him up, and that's your business. But, dude, he looked like a fucking monster. I would have fucking run him over with my car if he would have showed up. Like dude, I would want nothing to do with him. I couldn't believe that you let him up on your panel, dude. Like, this is your platform. You're trying to build a foundation here, man. And people were looking at you and they're like, I mean, look, you do you, but that dude looked like he looked like Satan up here last night. And I mean, and then when you let him down, and I'll tell you your exact words, and I even rewatched it today. You said it made my day that he came up here and I got to see him. That's what you said when you dropped him off. That's exactly what you said, and I could not believe that you said that. And I'm telling you, JP,
me saying that.
I tried to clip it, and there's no way of clipping it on your thing. You have the function turned off, or I would have clipped it.
Last night's stream is not up anymore, and the way you guys can use screen recorders and shit, you can't get me that.
I don't have that function. I only have a cell phone, but I'm saying somebody will record it, and I'm sure I could get somebody to.
I would love to see where I said Mark Rydell made my day for coming up here.
You said that, dude. I mean, it wasn't only me; it was several people that heard you say it. I mean, you had a smile on your face. I mean, dude, listen, it's none of my business what you do, but Mark Rydell,
Porchman made my day, if anything. Now, let me talk to you about Mark Rydell. I didn't know that was Mark Rydell. I seen some guy with long, shaggy black hair, and I brought him up because I didn't know if it was somebody that was going to flash their junk or whatever. And if you listen to my words, when I brought him up, I said, I'm not sure who this is, but we'll give him a chance. And then I said, oh, it's Mark Rydell. I said, I didn't even recognize you. I don't know if you
recognize him. Oh, sorry.
I haven't seen Mark. Just listen to me. I haven't seen Mark Rydell for 2 years physically. I haven't seen what he looks like. I did not recognize that was Mark Rydell until I brought him up and he went like this a few times and I seen his face. I just seen long black hair. When he was backstage, it was like a dark part of the room or something. I just seen like a black hair and stuff. So I brought that cat up. And when I seen it was Mark Rydell, I said, oh, what's up, Mark? And I said, I didn't even recognize you. I didn't know it was him. And then I said, you look like Charles Manson. And he wasn't there no more.
Yeah, I mean,
what I'm saying, Hopper, is I brought Mark Rydell up because I didn't know it was Mark Rydell. I never seen him with longer hair like that, and I couldn't see his face clearly backstage. He was only up. Go watch it. Everything's going to stay up from now on. He was only up for a matter of 15 seconds. And you're saying that makes me look bad?
I'm not saying it makes you look bad.
Somebody can upload a clip where I am saying, and I quote, Mark Rydell, thank you for coming on my stream. You made my night, or you made my day. I won't believe that, and nobody else will too.
When I watched it,
Mark Rydell, nobody puts Mark Rydell down more than me. I talk about killing the motherfucker. I talk about hanging him off trees. And you're sitting here saying I accept him?
No, but I will tell you.
No, that is exactly what you're saying.
I did see where you asked him to help you. Okay. You did ask him for help getting some Facebook stuff for Punk and Love. And then he asked you if he could be a part of your stream. And you said yes. Okay. I did see that. And that was you. on Twitter.
I said, tell me what happened, Mark. Let me know how gross it was, because there's all this, because I know how Isaac stretches things or even makes things up. So let me hear it from you, because I forget what you told me. So if it's not as bad as they're making it out to be, maybe I can stick up for you and bring you on. So he told me, and after he told me, I blocked him because I didn't like how he was talking.
You have Mark get you
Now,
pictures of
what I
Pumpkin
did
Love's
with Mark Rydell, you just said about Pumpkin, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I did with Mark Rydell is I used the dumb fuck, because I don't want to sit there and try to find Pumpkin Love's Twitter to find her dead husband.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Mark Rydell is worthless. So I used him to see if he was good, to do digging, because I know he's on here all the time. He has no life, kind of like you, and we'll get into that in a second. And he got
that's
me
what I'm talking about. Why do you say shit like that?
Because
why do you have to degrade people like that? Like, how do you don't know me like that, JP?
I'll tell you in a second. In a second, Hopper. So I used Mark Rydell like the piece of trash he is. And once I got what I wanted, which only took 10 minutes, he was blocked. Mm-hmm. I do not accept Mark Rydell. And don't ever say that you heard me say he makes my day. Mm-hmm. When you know damn well I never said that.
Okay, so tell me.
It's funny how you drama queers have all these clips of every little thing, but you can't get clips of certain things, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of crazy. Now, I've been told, well, let me just go by, because I am listening to you. Did you say you're married and you have kids?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Are you still married?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Because I want to go with this with an open mind. I want to get to know you. But the impression I'm getting right now, when you say about being on here and just different things you have said, and me looking at you, let's see how good I am. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will. I see a man who lets his wife go to work while you sit in your trailer all day that she pays the rent for. And in fact, I'm sorry, I take that back. Maybe you can't afford the rent, so you have your church paying it for you. Let me look at you some more.
Okay. Let me stop you there, JP. Let me stop you there, JP. Let me stop you there. Yeah. You're going back from 6 months ago from some shit that you heard from some trolls. Okay. Because let's go a little deeper.
Hopper,
okay.
You wanted to see. I'm not done.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Get it all out, JP. Get the bullshit out that you heard trolls say, okay? And then I'll tell you the truth.
You asked me, and I'm telling you what I see.
Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, JP. I actually have two fucking jobs. You're not triggering me. I'm going to correct your dumb ass as soon as you're done talking.
Go ahead and correct me now, because you're trying to talk over me, and I'm not going to do that kind of stream.
Okay, well, number one, I have two jobs. Okay? I pay my bills. Okay? I have 2 car payments. And yes, 7 or 8 months ago, when I lost my fucking job at Ford, okay, a church did step in and offer to help pay my rent. They were kind enough to do that. Okay. They were kind enough to do that because I went to social services because I worked for Ford for almost a year and they fucking fired the general management staff. And unknowingly to me, when I had COVID in December, when my wife and I both had it, I was out for almost a month. I came back. I was told to come back after 3 weeks. I was there for a week. The management staff did not tell anybody anything, and they fired me, okay, unbeknownst to me. So after 2 months of being laid off, I had to go to social services, and they told me, I said, I need help with my rent, okay? That's what they told me. So I went and applied for assistance. From there, I mean, you can laugh if you want to, but listen, you don't even pay rent, JP. You live in your mom's basement, so I don't know what the fuck you're smiling about. Okay, I'm living independently on my own. Okay, they sent my application through to the people through the county. Okay, now social services themselves don't pay housing assistance. They send it out to the local resources in the area, which are churches, which are other affiliated places in the county. And that's why a church helped me pay my rent. Okay. So when you go slinging your shit, know what the fuck you're talking about. Now, since then, I have gone out and gotten 2 jobs. That's why I have not been on YouTube. I was doing nightly streams before that. I'm not doing that anymore because I'm out doing other things. Okay. I'm not sitting on my ass every night doing streams like you are, depending on some girl named Casey that lives 20,000 miles away from me, begging her to give me donations so that I can destroy my shit and ask her to buy me more crap. Okay. Like a rubber hump toy. Like you are. Okay. Now, as far as me depending on my wife to pay my bills, no, I don't depend on her to pay my bills. Okay. If you want to go deeper, I got 2 fucking car payments out there that cost more than your fucking house. Okay. At least what my Explorer does. My
There's
Explorer,
nothing I love more
my
than a
fucking
drama
Explorer,
queer that flexes
my
with his
Explorer,
cars.
excuse me, I'm talking.
I
My
love it.
Explorer payment is more than your house.
Boy, this wasn't hard to trigger him.
It's not, you're not triggering me, but when you say stupid shit, you're going to fucking get the answers that you were looking for. Okay. That's why I'm working 2 jobs, because
Harper,
I, as a man, am taking care of my family, which is what you should be doing instead of being on here fucking doing whatever the fuck you're doing, fucking harassing people and acting like an idiot every night.
how do you know I'm not helping my mom and taking care of my mom?
Well, I don't know I don't know, JP, and let's talk about something else. Let me ask you something else. Why the fuck would you wish and say, I can't wait for my mom to pass away so I can get the house?
I never,
because I heard everybody heard you say. I heard you say that. Only a sick fucking twisted human being would wish, I can't wait for my mom to pass away so I can get my house.
That's a lie.
You're a fucking twisted individual, JP. You're a twisted fucking individual. Yeah, the fuck you didn't. I heard you say that. Okay?
You heard
me said that, JP. Everyone fucking heard you say that. Okay? So when you sit on here and you tell me that I ain't taking care of my wife, you could go fuck yourself, you little penis head. Say some more.
Well,
say some more, JP.
Sure. That's not the answer I'm looking for. You're wrong. The answer I was looking for, Hopper, is if you have a car that costs more than my house or more than your trailer, you should sell that car, since you have how many cars? 2 or 1?
Why would I sell the car?
You should.
Why would I sell my car, JP?
Let me finish. You should sell that car so you're not late on your rent, so you don't got to beg your church. So
I'm not late on my rent, JP.
I'm talking.
I'm not late on my rent.
I'm talking about back then. I'm talking about when you lost your job.
First of all, JP, I can't sell my car because I owe $38,000 on my vehicle. You're not going to get $38,000 for a 4-year-old vehicle, JP.
Well, you flex about the car.
Yeah, because I paid almost $75,000 for it, JP.
Okay, so you can't sell it and get a couple months rent and
no, you can't, because no one's going to release the title for a vehicle that you're not going to get full amount for, JP. It don't work like that. See, if you owned a new vehicle, you would know that. Instead of the little PT Cruiser that you drive around in with the little red steering wheel in it, you would know that, JP.
I've accepted.
Try again.
You can't put my car down.
Bro, I'll put that, dude. My fucking Explorer twin turbo 400 horsepower car would gnaw your shit to pieces.
I guess you have to flex with your car since you live in a trailer and you can't keep up with the rent.
Bro, this is a fucking this is nothing. Okay, I've owned a home before. We're not going to be here forever, but I wouldn't brag about shit when you live in the attic of your mom's house. Okay, I wouldn't brag.
What's wrong with living with my mom?
You're fucking almost 40 years old, JP.
Okay, my mom is not doing well. I'm taking care of her. I'm helping.
JP, come on, dude. Come on, man.
You can't make me feel bad about that. And anybody that's a good son.
There's nothing wrong with taking care of your mom, JP, but you could take care of her and live somewhere else at the same time, JP.
I have there's no reason. There's no reason to do that. When my mom needs I'm talking to you. When my mom needs me here, and it's cheaper for me, there's no reason to do that.
It's cheaper. You don't pay nothing.
I'm sorry?
You don't pay nothing. Your mom owns that house. The only thing you pay on it is the fucking yearly taxes.
We still have bills.
JP. I'm gonna tell you like I tell my son. I've been there, done that. You're trying to bullshit a bullshitter, okay?
Well, it's good to know you're a bullshitter. I already knew that when you talked about Mark Rydell.
Come on, man. That, dude. Okay, just admit that you enjoyed Mark Rydell's company last night, and we can just end this, man. Because you know what? You're just one of those people who thrives on shit like that.
Enjoy Mark Rydell's company?
Because you did. You talked to him, JP.
Because I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, bullshit. And you didn't. The fuck you didn't, JP.
Dude, did you watch my stream?
Yes, I did. Yes,
he was up for 15 seconds, and I was commenting.
He was up there more longer than that. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was up there longer than that. Are you triggered? You look triggered, JP.
If you want to hate me, you're going to hate me because you're making that.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. You were the last fucking person I think about during the day, man.
I bet. So you're begging your church for money because you can't take care of your family.
I didn't beg shit. Let's get that straight, homie. I didn't beg for shit. Okay? I asked for them for help at a time when I needed help, and they helped me. Okay. Am I doing that all the time? No, I'm not. I'm out here working.
Okay.
Which is what you should be doing, JP, instead of sitting on here on fucking YouTube every night, texting fucking Casey on your Dollar General cell phone every night, begging her to donate to you. With four different types of fucking Venmo on your phone, man.
Hopper, I beg her not to give me donations, not to
get the fuck out of here, JP. Dude, just stop, man. Just stop with that, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. Why do you have four types of fucking PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and whatever the fuck else up there if you weren't?
Because come on, man. Because I'm
gotta get the fuck out of here. No one else is donating to you, man.
Because I'm a streamer. Whether people donate or not.
How many donations do you get every night?
So can we talk and then let the other person
listen? Because that's not what the fuck you were trying to do when you were putting me down 5 minutes ago. So no, we can't talk. You were trying to bash me a minute ago, telling me that my wife fucking takes care of me. So fuck you, man. No, that's not how this is going to go.
I said you don't take care of your wife. I didn't say she's taking care of you, but I guess she wasn't paying the rent either, so she's not taking care of you.
Dude, you know what, man? What you trying to do is manipulate people and fucking trash them. Because that's all you do, man. That's all the fuck you do. Because in your mind, you're everything. All you do is sit up here and cut wrestling promotions or promos to everybody like you're something.
Let me tell you the difference between me and you. I don't have to lie about you to hate you.
What am I lying about? Tell me what I'm lying about, JP.
You're lying about Mark Rydell.
I am.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I never said, Mark, you made my day for coming up. Thanks, brother. Or thank you. All right.
Your words were, this is the first time I've smiled in a long time. And it's because of you. And I got to see Mark Rydell and I heard you. I played it back.
What's your next question?
I don't know, JP. You tell me, man.
Hopper, real quick. I am proud that I live here and I help my mother. That's another thing that you're putting me down.
That's good for you, though. I'm glad you take care of your mom, man. Glad you take care of your mom. You just got to do a lot of growing up, JP. Leave people the fuck alone, man.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? I left the drama communities. You guys.
You left the drama community? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You sure about that?
I'm trying to.
No, you're not.
I didn't successfully do it, but I'm trying to. If it wasn't
for drama, JP, you wouldn't be shit. You wouldn't be shit, JP.
If I didn't delete all my shit and delete my channels.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. You wouldn't be shit. No one wants to be around you anymore, man. Everybody has left you.
Okay.
Casey and Porchman and two other people come to see you. And why? Because you dog them. You trash them.
Hi, Melissa. Hi, Sugarbug. What's up, Jordan? Wonder how Jim Tom's doing tonight. Wonder how Adam F's doing tonight. I just wonder how Austin Ferris and all them are doing tonight.
Give them time.
Do you see? You can believe everybody hates me, but there is a group that left. Yes, but that's not everybody, Hopper. Okay?
JP.
That's not everybody.
Trust me when I tell you.
So if you want to hate on me, that's fine.
I'm not hating on you, man. That's the point that I'm trying to make to you, JP.
No, I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about just in general. If you want to hate on me, that's fine. But stop making shit up about me.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, man. When I go to bed at night, My thoughts aren't about you. When I wake up in the morning, my thoughts aren't about you.
Yeah,
But when I get messages,
your thoughts are about your car that you owe $38,000 and it's worth more than my house.
yeah, because I'm enjoying my life. I'm working. I'm taking care of my
Thing
family.
you have? If
But I'm not worried about you.
if I took a shot every time you brought up your car and how great it is, like I would be so wasted right now.
JP, if I took a shot at every time you talked about smoking up and how many times you talked about all those stupid ass wrestling promos that you cut and how many times let's see, what else you talk about? Oh my God,
Well,
there's
I'm
so much
glad
that
you
you talk
watched me,
about.
Hopper. I'm so glad you watched me. I am so
I
glad.
just like,
because I can't say that I watch you.
No, I'm glad you don't watch me, JP, because dude, if I knew you watched me, I wouldn't stream. I wouldn't. Honest to God, I wouldn't.
Well, then you're safe from, you can stream because I don't watch you.
I wouldn't, because I don't need that type of fucking person in my life, dude, because you were a fucking toxic human being. The kind of shit that you do to people, man, you don't deserve to be on here. You don't. Because the fucking horrid shit that I've heard come out of your mouth is fucking abhorred. And you should be a fucking shame to yourself.
I'm a bully of the bullies, Hopper.
No, you're a fucking piece of shit, is what you are.
I'm a bully.
You're not a bully. You're not a bully, JP. You're not a bully.
Choke on your words. I'm a
You're not a bully.
Of the bullies. I'm a bully of the bullies. All right. So
bro,
you can make fun of me living in my mom's house.
You couldn't wait to cut off my balls back, bro.
Listen, man. You can make fun of me living with my mom.
I'm not making fun of you living with
in a fucking trailer.
What are you going to be there when you're 60?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. I'm going to be here when I'm 60.
Everyone heard you say, "I can't wait for my mom to pass away." Everyone heard you say that.
No, they didn't.
When I heard you say that, I wanted to vomit.
No, they didn't.
I want to vomit.
Where's the clip?
You really want me? I can get the clip.
I never said I can't wait for my mom to pass away so I can have the
Dude,
house.
we all fucking heard you say
about Hopper. I have talked about many times that when my mom passes away, I'm getting a house. I talked like that, but I never said I want her to die.
We all fucking heard you say,
douchebag.
I fucking heard you say.
One thing that I can't stand. Listen, if it's one thing I can't stand is people that put words in my mouth or in other people's mouth, and they
should be putting other things in your mouth. Because that's what you need to be sucking on, like Mark Rydell's dick, because that's what you do all the time. You douchebag.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
What the fuck are you talking about? Why do you keep bringing up what I'm talking about?
When I am the one who puts him down the most. Probably.
You put him down.
Yes. I talk about killing the motherfucker. I talk about hanging him from a tree.
Really?
And because I didn't recognize the shaggy fucking hair on him, and I let him up, and I said, "Who's this?" And then I say, "You look like Mark, or you look like Charles Manson."
Until you need him for something like getting someone's picture off of Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Like making fun of Pumpkin's husband for dying.
Well, that's right. Just because
you know something, man, you're fucking awful, man.
Hey, listen. Just because I use somebody and throw them away,
what a fucking awful person you are, man. You're a goddamn monster, man.
You don't like what I'm about to say. Anybody that watches me, Hopper, are you going to let me talk? I'll let you talk. You let me talk.
Go ahead, man. Talk. That's what we're here for, man.
Yeah, I don't like when people speak over each other. Nobody that watches that stuff likes it because, you're trying to hear different shit. So I will shut up and let you talk. You just let me talk.
Go ahead.
Ever since I brought up about you not being able to support your own life, you've been talking over me. So just because I didn't recognize it was Mark Rydell and I let the person up, and before I could even acknowledge it's Mark Rydell, I said, "Oh, Mark, I didn't recognize you. What's up with your hair? It looks like a mix between Charles Manson and, well, I guess just Charles Manson." He was gone. Now, how does that make me support him because I let him up? Other than that, I have done nothing but talking about hanging him from his nutsack. And I have made it clear that the worst thing you can do to a child is take away their innocence. I have made it clear that I went to Mark Rydell because I don't dig into shit. And I know he sits on the internet all day and does that, tries to get shit on people. So I said, Mark, message me and redeem yourself. He messaged me within seconds, of course. And I said, can you find Pumpkin Love's husband, the picture of her husband? Because I know he would, because he wants to have friends and shit, right? So I knew he would do whatever to try to impress me. Save me the work, the time. That's not really worth my investment. So he came back and did the dirty work for me. And he said, can I be in your streams now? And I said, yeah. But before I allow you, let me know what really happened. Because I'm not going to if I can't stick up for you. He made it sound like it was against the girl's will. That's all it took. I haven't let him in my streams. I went live the next night. He came in. I blocked him. He started coming with fake accounts. So don't sit there and say that I am buddy-buddy with Mark when I just used him to get something that I didn't want to invest my time with. Don't sit there and say I am in love with Mark fucking Rydell just because I say his name and talk about killing him all the time, or saying that he should hurt himself because of what he did to those poor girls. Anybody that watches me and knows my history knows I can't stand Mark Rydell. So I used him. That don't mean I support him. So please get that right. And if you can't, then you're going to live in a false world, and I'm not going to know about it, and it's your problem. Now, as far as you and your not paying your rent and stuff, how many cars do you have? You said 2 payments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the other car? Just curiosity. What kind of car is the other car? The one that you don't owe $38,000.
Grand Cherokee.
How much do you owe on that?
26 grand.
So me living in my mom's attic, not the basement, the attic, because it's the nicest room, it's the biggest room. So of course I'm going to have it. A lot of people attack me with my mom. A lot of people like put me down and shit about living at home with your mommy. Do you know how many people that are in their 30s live with their parents still? Because it's cheaper. Number one, it's fucking cheaper with the Bidenomics and the way the world is. I'm proud that you have a wife, or I'm happy to hear you have a wife. I'm happy to hear that you have probably great children. All right. And I'm happy to hear that you have your own life and you're grounded. That doesn't mean I'm not grounded. I come on here and I stream because I fell in love with it and I met some beautiful people. I don't sit here and beg Casey for donations. We talk about it, and I do certain things to piss you guys off because I know you hate her and that she supports me in that way. But that doesn't mean that I'm a loser because I live with my mom. I will bring my mom up right now if you wish to hear her say how much she appreciates me being there for her. When I take her away, when we drive in the car and stuff, oftentimes she says, I just want to thank you for spending time with me, being with me, and helping me along the way. When somebody, a while back, something happened with her where somebody got into her stuff, I had to help her, and she said, I don't know what I would do if you weren't with me. I will be there with my mom, not just for, but I will be here with my mom as long as she needs me, because she was there for me. It might not look right to some of you, a 30-some-year-old man living with his mom, but I think that's all right. Me and my mom are best friends. I understand some people, I'm not talking about you, but some people out there didn't have the best relationships with their parents, and some of that is jealousy. I am not sitting here mistreating my mom. I talk about her passing away all the time because I'm fucking scared. She's my best friend. So no way in hell did I ever say, I can't wait for my mom to die so I can have this house. One thing I shouldn't do is come on here when I have people with selective hearing that wants to be biased towards me. I shouldn't come on here and say, when my mom dies, I'm going to get the house because I'm there for her. Because it can be twisted and it can sound like I'm talking about getting the house a lot. But in actuality, it boils down to just being scared of losing my mother. So if you guys want to hate on me when anything with my mother, that's fine. But that doesn't mean I'm a loser because I live here with her. When her memory's starting to slip and she's just older years, I think it's not a bad thing to be there with and for your mother. So the things that you are bringing up so far, Hopper, that you're putting me down and you're just saying that you're better than me or that I'm just not good in general, I feel like it's not quite fair. I just feel like it's not quite fair because everything you're saying is not that bad. And you are, whether you want to say it or not, you are completely wrong about Mark Rydell. And it blows my mind that you really think that after how I talk for 6+ years about that fucking ugly prick.
Well, I'll say this about your mom. As far as you living there with your mom, that's your business. You know, I'm glad that you take care of your mom. God bless you on that. Okay. You live there with your mom. You know, I lived with my parents till I was 26, 27, till my mom died. Now, I understand that. Okay.
Let me just
But
let me just stop you there and you can continue. Let me just say, when my mom dies, those of you like Brady and whoever else is out there that celebrates my weak moments, it's going to be on a whole new level because she is my best friend. So anybody out there that has lost their mother, just anybody who has lost a parent that they were that close to, knows what kind of pain I'm about to go through and why I would be scared. So yes, one thing I do wrong, and I admit this, and I'm going to stop doing it, is talking about losing her so much and talking about when she dies, I'll have the house and I'll I don't know if I'll be okay emotionally, but financially I'll make it. I'm not going to talk that way no more because people can hear it different ways, and people that want to hate on me because they think I'm a monster, they can twist things, and he can't wait for his mom to die because God, all he talks about is the house. I'm coping in a way, and I'm trying to get myself prepared in a way because it's going to be the toughest fucking moment of my life, and I don't think I'll survive it, Hopper. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'll survive it. So I talk about it a lot because I'm scared.
Well,
so
you know,
I understand people can see that different ways, and I'm going to stop doing that stuff.
You said
I come
something.
I come on here real quick. I come on here, and sometimes I forget not everybody watching is like Casey. Not everybody loves me unconditionally, and not everybody wants to see the best for me, and not everyone wants to like me. And I always got to keep that in mind when I'm talking about personal life stuff. This is not some kind of fucking therapy session, and I got to get that through my mind. Go ahead. I want to miss something I've been doing wrong.
Well, you know, I'm not on here to bash you for whatever you do with your mom, man. I lost mine 29 years ago, and
and were you close to her?
Yeah, I was very close to her.
So you know the pain. You know the pain. You know the pain. Then.
Totally understand where you're coming from. So I get it. I mean, maybe you were saying something, you know, that you didn't mean, but as far as the Mark Rydell thing goes, I'm just going to tell you like this, okay? You know what you say to him. You know, I will tell you that Mark Rydell, since I've been on here, he creeps around my lives. He sticks to people, and he won't fucking go away. And it makes you. I mean, it makes anyone look bad, man. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, look, man, I don't know what, I'm not saying that you're in love with the guy or whatever, man. It's just words. You know, the fact that he came up here last night, it just fucking, you couldn't tell what he looked like until he showed his face, and then it was him. But it's just the fact that reaching out to him.
When I saw it was him, I started putting him down. I started saying, damn, you look like Charles Manson. Like, as soon as I saw it was him, I didn't say, oh, Mark, man, how's your day? How's everything going? I started low key putting him down right away as soon as I realized it was Mark Rydell.
Mark don't know how to fucking go away. He sticks around with everybody.
I agree with
so
that.
He came into my live a couple times 2 weeks ago and I booted him, but he's around. He fucking will not go away. He's got 1,000 accounts and he just keeps coming and coming and coming. It don't matter how many times you throw him out, he keeps coming back more. And it just, I mean, if you show him the slightest inkling of attention, he will never fucking go away. And just, I mean, when he showed up last night, I was fucking shocked that he even came on your plan.
I wasn't shocked he show up. If you're not wanted anywhere, you got to go where you're not wanted.
Like I couldn't believe that he showed up because he's not even allowed. Like if he gets caught on a camera, he goes right to jail. Like literally, I mean, the YouTube people, they watch that shit.
Then why is he here?
I don't know.
Here's my question, Hopper, and this don't really have to do with you. With Isaac on this fucking shit, with people like, and I don't know her too well, but from my impression, she's kind of like Isaac. So with Emily being against him, supposedly, with every one of us hating this convicted sex offender, why is he here? Are we all that powerless that we can't team up and get that cockroach to die?
Nope.
Instead of going against each other for the little petty shit, you live with your mom, well, you couldn't pay your trailer rent, blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing that shit, we should all band together and keep this shit the way it should be. But we don't do that.
I called Spencer, Massachusetts, where the guy lives, and they said they don't know where he's at. I mean, as long as they don't know where he's at, there's nothing they can do.
He's not hard to find. He's in a fucking wheelchair. Like, how far can he wheel himself?
I don't know.
Hey.
I mean, he relocated, and they haven't. I mean, he's supposed to be registered in his area, and because I called, they said he is not supposed to be on any type of internet device, and they can't find him because he's wanted. I think he has an active warrant out, and that's why I was shocked that he showed up last week.
How the hell does he have an active warrant out when he is literally locked in a fucking wheelchair? What would he have a warrant for? He can't fucking break in anywhere. He can't hurt no more innocent children. Like, what could he
That's what the cop told me. He said he's wanted, but they just can't find him.
He's sitting in a fucking bed. He's sitting somewhere all day on the computer with these thousands of accounts and just being, so
he's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's in everybody's communities.
I know this. That even though I don't follow people and watch him, I know that. I just take that for granted. I know he.
Right. So it's not just you, man. I mean, it's everybody. It's not just you, but I mean,
right.
If you show him any attention, he'll be all over you like stink on a suit, man. I mean, it's not hard. Well, so just when he showed up here last night, I mean, anything like if you type to him on Twitter,
you don't have, trust me, man, you're not teaching me anything right now. I know about these outcasts. I know, especially somebody like that. There's a difference between what I say outcasts, and there's a difference between that and a fucking unwanted freak. So trust me, I know with my experience with him. I took one of his channels down already, like 4 years ago. And I know, and he just bounces back. In a way, you got to give him credit, but in a way, it's absolutely, it's enough to drive you mad because he shouldn't be here, but he is. And I don't, I don't know. When it comes to Mark Rydell, there's nobody on here, and you know how much I talk about Isaac. There's nobody on here that frustrates me more than Mark Rydell. And it's not because he does anything to me. It's because he's a fucking freak who rapes children. And he thinks he can be on here and fit in, to even have the notion that I can fit in.
That's why he won't go away, because he knows me. He knows that no one can get rid of him. So he just keeps showing up everywhere.
So I'm going to just kindly ask you, no matter what you personally believe, don't say that I support
don't worry
Mark
about
Rydell.
I said that.
What you personally believe, I would appreciate if you just don't. When it comes to Mark Rydell, you can say what you want about my mother. I'm proud with how I treat my mom, and we went through that. But with Mark Rydell, that does bug me, because this guy's a convicted sex offender, and he has the audacity to try to say I'm not on the list no more. being too fucking retarded to realize that the problem is you were on the fucking list to begin with. And that's why you shouldn't be here.
Once you're on it, you're never off of it. That's life. Once you're on it, you never get off of it.
Well, you probably didn't see when he told me he was off the list for the first time. I said I didn't know it's like a prison sentence. I didn't know that you can be sentenced to 5 years on the list.
Yeah, no,
I had no idea.
No, once you're a sex offender, that's a lifetime sentence. You never get off of that. Yeah, he could try to tell you that all day long, but I even asked the sheriff, and I'm friends with the sheriff down here, and he said, no, I don't know who he thinks he is. But once you become a sex offender, you're labeled that for life. So wherever he goes, he's got to register. So he could lie to whoever the fuck he wants to about that. He's it for life. So he can print whatever lies up he wants to on a piece of paper, but he's a sex offender. So
I would just like to know when he tried to send me a picture when he was first telling me he's off the list in the chats, and he message request me a picture to prove that he had a letter saying he's off the list. I'd like to know why there was blood on the letter. There was drops of fucking blood on there. I don't know if he's popping another cherry he shouldn't be popping, or if he's cutting himself, or what he's doing, but I'd like to know why there's blood on that letter. What he had to go through to get that letter. So anyways, so Mark Rydell, living in mommy's attic, all the things we talked about. I think we're ready to move on. What's your next question for me?
I'm good, man. I don't want to fight with you no more, man. I think we've covered all the topics that we need to. We said some pretty nasty shit to one another. I think we got it all out. I don't think we need to do this no more to one another.
Because I'll tell you, Hopper, and I mean, people can believe what they want. Because I know people don't believe me when I say I don't watch anybody. I don't with the drama communities. The people I watch has nothing to do with this stuff. I stay away from all that because I'm just not into that. What I see with some people. So I don't know you, and I don't know a lot of people because I don't, what I'm just saying. I don't follow up and stuff. So I don't have a problem with you. The only problem I had was, like you said in the beginning, with Brother JoJo.
Yeah.
He came to me saying that you were attacking him, and I forget whoever else, Blaker, or I can't remember, but you were attacking him and doing all this stuff. And I apologize, I can't remember the details, but you were doing all this stuff to them. So I came back as a real streamer or whatever, with Steve Billings in there saying it's a new JP or whatever, and I attacked you because I thought you were going after these people who, let's face it, people can hate me for talking this way. They're a little slow in the head, right? These people that I don't think should really be bullied and stuff. Right. So I came on here and I started talking the way I did about you because I thought, honestly, I believe Brother JoJo. I believe that you were attacking him and some other people. So I wanted to give you a taste of your own medicine and say you're not perfect. Now, so what you're telling me, what you're telling me is JoJo, he was lying about that, or he wasn't.
It was a misunderstanding. There was another guy that sent him a clip of something, and JoJo came into my stream saying that I threw him under the bus, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And he was all upset with me about it, and I'm like, JoJo, what are you talking about? So I had to end my stream about an hour into it, and I had to talk to him privately. And I was pissed. Like I was literally pissed with him. And I'm like, you got to bring me the clip. And so we go into a private conversation, and I can't even remember. It was some 15-second clip of something, and it was so like dumb. And I looked at Joe.
So you weren't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know. I after that, I started seeing somebody make a fake JoJo account, and they were going around to, oh my God, Flacco's and you, and oh my God, they were going everywhere, and they were telling them out.
I'm sure if you can't agree with me on anything, I think you'll agree with this. That's one of the main problems with the drama communities is those few individuals that clone accounts to start shit
Yep.
and then people get confused because they think it's the real person doing this shit. That is one of the big fucking turnoffs about the drama communities for
Yep.
me.
And that's why me and JoJo haven't really talked in about 6 months. We kind of like parted ways after that to let things cool down. I'll meet up with JoJo in the future, and we'll hash things out. But yeah, I mean we just like agreed to disagree. He got upset, I got upset, and I'm like, right now let's just let things cool down. And so I didn't really like say anything terrible to him. I was upset at the way he came at me, but I said, JoJo, you listen to someone tell you something about me, but this guy gave you false information about me. He was saying I threw him under the bus for something, and I'm like, what did I throw you under the bus about? And I had no idea what he was talking about. I was doing a live stream at the time this happened, and it was somebody at the time that was causing a whole bunch of shit with everybody, and so it was a mess. Total
So
mess.
I just want to clear one thing up with you then. Going back one last time with when you lost your job and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to this is just asking you if this is true or false. Since we both are lied to a lot and people play games. So is it true or false that when you lost your job, your wife went to work every day while you were streaming at home?
No, I mean I was working when I lost. No, when I lost my job, I was home for about a month, I think, until I got another part-time job.
So it wasn't the case where you lost your job and your wife still, was going to work and she went to work while you just sat at home and just did streams all day for people.
No.
I
mean, I wasn't streaming. Like I did some streams, but I wasn't doing that shit like all day long.
But it ain't like you lost your job. Your wife was working her ass off while you were sitting at home live streaming and not even trying. Okay. All right. That's all I want to know.
No, I didn't have a choice. I had to go, like, I lost it around the 10th. Yeah. And it took me a couple of weeks to find something. And once I did, I went back to work, and then I found another job the following month. So yeah, I mean, it took time, but
All right. So see, that's one thing, people come to you with different things, and then that's why it's good to ask the source,
Source, because
then you land up, see, the problem is then you land up hating somebody or, doing stuff when you're being led astray. And so I just wanted to see if that was true or not.
Yep. So, but yeah, I'm good, man.
So, Harper, okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So I guess I'll end our time here tonight by saying I don't have any issues with you. I really wish we could all get along. I really wish that we could all enjoy each other's company. I understand that I am hated these days by some people. And I understand that these people are viewers of you and other people, and we're all a community. We're all fucking, whether anybody wants to admit it's not, we are all from AGP,
right?
One way or another. So what I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with you. The only problem I had with you is what I was being told, but people bullshit, and you know this.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is, if you want to still hate me or have a problem with me, that's totally on you. But from this moment on, I talk about it a lot, but from this moment on, I am looking to build something with something positive. I don't want to keep going back and forth, and I don't want to keep playing this childish fucking bullshit, this childish game where everybody hates each other, everybody's doxing each other, everybody wants to get the one up on each other, because it gets old for somebody like me. It's not old for them.
I agree with you.
So I just want to say my intentions tonight, just so you know, my intentions tonight with you were not to come on here and tear you down, but what I said in the beginning of the stream, come on here with an open mind and get to know you and see what the problem is and
Yeah,
hear
I
your
appreciate it.
and hear your questions and stuff, you know. So I feel like I accomplished that. I don't know how you feel, but I feel like I accomplished that. And that was my only intentions for tonight. It wasn't to come on here and cut a promo, but I was ready to do it. But I wanted to get to know you first because, you know, I know how people can lie to me and just how people are to start trouble. So anyways, that was my intentions tonight. And I don't have a problem with you, just so you know.
Okay, man. Same here.
All right. Well, then I hope you have a good night. I do.
You too, man.
All right. Take it easy. Porch, would you like to come up here before I get out of here?